Student leaders at the Mangosuthu University of Technology are visiting Zolile Khumalo's family in Eshowe in Kwa-Zulu Natal to convey their condolences. Khumalo was murdered last week in front of her roommate in the university residence. For more on this, eNCA's Dasen Thathiah joins us now from where that visitation is taking place. Dasen, this is a story that has captured the headlines not only in KZN but also in the rest of the country. The latest news coming through this week that some students have even fled the university area as they feared for their life. What is the atmosphere there today?
Well, definitely lots of fear, Marcel, at the university. You'll remember last week there were concerns over security because of how that murder actually took place. We understand it to be that the killer walked into the residence and then shot Zolile Khumalo dead in her room, and that raised some serious concerns, particularly by the SRC, which has then approached the university to deal with that. But just to bring you back to where we are at the moment, we are about 30 minutes or 45 minutes outside Eshowe at this point, and this is Khumalo's home that's behind me. And those student leaders came through to pay their respects and to pass their condolences to this family, which has just lost a loved one, and they've just left a short while ago. They were also joined by a few ANC officials, but interestingly, none from the Women's League, I can tell you that much. And there was a memorial that was held. This is not the official one, that's still to come. Her funeral is being held next week. But as you can understand, Marcel, the family is shattered. We were talking to some of the relatives. I spoke to Zolile's cousin a little bit earlier, and she says that of Zolile's 8 siblings, only 1 remains, and the other 6 had passed away from natural causes over the years. And she was the one that was now murdered recently. So as you can imagine, the family is taking it very badly.
Now, the details continue to come through around this murder, and indeed the relationship that she apparently had with the man accused of murdering her, Thabani Mzolo. Some of those close to her saying that they celebrated when she broke up with him because they claimed that he was abusive. What else have we been able to learn about Thabani Mzolo, who has remained in custody?
Those are definitely the details that are now coming out, Marcel. Even the SRC president, Sandile Dlamini, was telling me a little while ago that they've always understood Mzolo to be quite an abrasive character, if I could call it that, and it's always been confrontational, and there was always a lot of fear. In fact, now Dlamini tells me that there have been other women that have come forward that have said that they had been bullied by Mzolo over the past few years, and many coming out with stories of their alleged interactions with him. But that's the picture that's being painted of this of Khumalo's alleged murderer at this point. But the other interesting thing, Marcel, is that most of the family didn't know that Zolile was dating Mzolo, and in fact it was just very few of them that realized that. And they also then didn't know much about the nature of that relationship or what he was like as a person. And as you've seen in those screenshots that are doing the rounds, many of her friends had feared for her safety at the time that she was in the relationship, but also after she had broken up with him. And the other thing that has come out of this entire ordeal is now you have people, in fact the students, that are now questioning his mental state. Many of them thinking that he's trying to act in such a way that makes it look like he's not in the right state of mind. And I think that's in reference to how he behaved in court when he appeared this week. You'll remember that there were pictures that were doing the rounds as well as video clips showing him smiling as he entered the dock and then making a gesture as he was led to the holding cells, almost looking like he was firing 2 guns in the air.
In as much as you are in a place where her family is, and obviously the main focus is expressing condolences to that family, thoughts of course also with female students and male as well on the campus, where apparently security and issues around rape culture on campuses seems to be front and center.
In fact, the SRC is now giving the management of the university an ultimatum, and they're saying either sort out the security issues or we will shut down the university. And in fact, they're trying to do that by as soon as Wednesday. They say that they've had this conversation with management over many years, and the issue of security at residences is only one aspect of that, and it's obviously been brought to the fore now with Zolile's murder. So they're saying that they're waiting for some kind of response from management to hear what is the next step forward. Now they want this done by Wednesday because on Thursday is Mzolo's next court appearance. It's also the day of the memorial that's being held. So the fear here is that if Mzolo were to get bail, what then happens to those that have been speaking out against him during this time after Zolile's murder? Marcel, I think I may have lost comms with you, so I think we'll have to leave it there.
We'll leave it there for now. Our reporter, Dasen Thathiah, reporting to us live from Eshowe in Kwa-Zulu Natal, where student leaders of the Mangosuthu University of Technology have been visiting Zolile Khumalo's family there.